If you have been feeling particularly stuck in life and you're unsure if you should see a mental health professional or talk to a friend about it, you stumbled upon the right video. I'm here to hopefully make your decision a little bit easier. Hi, I'm Wan Chi. I'm an intern at Heart to Heart with me in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. Very often, people who are considering seeing a therapist ask, why should I go see a therapist if I can just talk to my close friends about my problems? Isn't going to therapy the same as talking to my friends, but instead I have to pay? In this video, we are going to talk about the differences between consulting with a therapist and talking to a good friend. Number 1. Contrary to popular belief, mental health professionals will not give their clients advice in order to resolve their issues. Instead, mental health professionals will actually try to understand your story from your point of view. This is so that they can then teach you skills in order to kickstart your own emotional healing journey. They are there in order to push you in the right direction of self-reflection to come up with solutions that will help you the most. Having friends to lean on is a wonderful thing. They give you a sense of familiarity and warmth that a mental health provider could not give. A professional mental health provider is able to guide you through your issues directly and honestly, whereas some friends may not be able to do the same. However, sometimes your friend's advice may not be the most useful for your specific healing journey, or the advice they give may be one-sided even when it's from their best intentions. This brings us to number 2. Friends may give you advice they know that you want to hear in order to avoid conflict or tension in the friendship. This is often unintentional, but people tend to be inherently biased one way or another. This is usually due to their beliefs, needs, or experiences, which will ultimately influence their response to your situation. Not only that, but friends also have this preconceived notion of you. When you tell them about the problem that is concerning you, you may be worried that what you've just said does not live up to their expectations of you. And this is what therapists are trained not to do. Therapists do not have a personal stake in your life, and they have learned how to put aside their own personal biases. They will provide you with guidance from an objective perspective to address your issues. Not only that, but you don't have to worry about being judged, as mental health professionals are there to be neutral listeners. Without the fear of judgment, you can be completely honest with your therapist, which is also essential for your healing process. Moving on to number 3. When talking to a mental health professional, all the attention is on you. A therapist will not interrupt you and also allow you to talk at any pace unless there's a cycle or pattern that is preventing you from progressing. There is no need to worry if you are boring your therapist, or you spend the whole session talking about the same thing, or not even talking much at all. Know that the session is a safe place for you to feel anchored during a time of worry. Even though friends are great to talk to during your hard times and about your problems, they may try to take control of the conversation or be waiting for their turn to respond. Therefore, they may not actually be listening to what you're saying. Unfortunately, this even may occur more often if you're constantly bringing up the same issue. Now, this is the opposite when it comes to talking to a therapist. There is always a reason why the same concern is being brought up this many times, and that is worth exploring. If you want to talk to your friends about what's going on in your life, go ahead, it's no problem at all. Just ensure that both or either parties are not being treated or expected to act as their own personal therapist. This may damage your friendship in the long run. Remember, to build a friendship, a two-way support is necessary. Number 4. Mental health professionals will keep all the information you've shared confidential, and it will not be released unless necessary. If you would like to learn more about confidentiality and when it has to be broken, you can click in the link over here or in the description below. Therapists will have to follow a strict code of silence and will have to face heavy legal consequences if your private information is ever released outside of the session. Now, this may not be applied to your friends. It makes sense that we will talk to our friends about our problems, but there is no guarantee that they will keep it a secret. Although this may not occur to every friend, there is still a chance that what you have just told them may be spilled to someone else one day. Remember, friends have no real obligation to keep your information private. Talking things through with a mental health professional ensures that what you have said stays confidential. Knowing that all information will be kept a secret, you may start sharing things to your therapist that you may be uncomfortable sharing with a friend. who knows, you may start unraveling things that you may not have known about yourself in the first place. A running trend that you may have found throughout this video is that mental health professionals handle what you have told them more practically compared to friends. This is because mental health professionals are trained to understand their clients and also have the knowledge to respond appropriately. Therapists, counselors, etc. will have most likely completed a practicum and also gone through an internship during their course. Not only that, but mental health professionals will have to either take an exam or go through an interview in order to obtain your license. Through many clinical hours, mental health professionals will have gained a set of skills to support their clients accordingly, such as active listening or encouraging self-reflection, for example. Even though friends are an important support system, some friends may unintentionally respond to your worries inappropriately. This may leave you feeling more alone or even more distressed compared to when you started. Hence, some life stressors may require a mental health professional to effectively help you dive into the deeper meanings behind these worries. If you have found this content useful, leave us a like and subscribe down below for more videos about mental health and well-being. Are there any other differences that you have found when talking to a friend compared to a therapist? Leave us a comment down below. We would love to know more about it. If you would like to find out if you do need therapy, watch this next video.